Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Justin Caldwell, and this is my senior exit project. A little about me. My name is Justin Caldwell. I was born December 5th at McPherson Hospital in Howell. And when I was born, the doctor gave me my mom's high blood pressure medicine, and it did something to my system where U of M Ann Arbor flew a helicopter from their hospital, picked me up, and took me to Mott Children's Hospital, and I was in an incubator for 6 days getting my blood flushed in and out of my system. My family, I should have a picture of my mom on here, but I actually didn't have one, so I'm sorry, Mom. But that's me and my two brothers when I played 9th grade football. And that's not my actual dad. I'd rather not put my actual dad in here for multiple reasons, but he's been like a father to me. He's my brother's dad right there, and he's been the closest thing that I've had to a dad. These are some of my friends. Yeah, that's Alex, Brian, Hope, Gage, and Kyle, Tucker, Miss Glid, and Zach. Sam, Shay, James Bauer, Celeste, that's Jessica Curtis, Jason Terry, and Eddie Bauer, and Dustin Perry up there. The gang, I didn't have a picture for this slide, but back in elementary school.
Testing.
Back in elementary school.
Talk really loud.
Testing, testing.
If this doesn't work, I'm just going to talk loud. In elementary school, there was a group of 5 of us. It was me, Alex Karen, Evan Gerard, Matt Coleman, and Devin Jones. And every day after school, our parents always had work, so we'd be in the child care program. And we just used to cause mischief in there all the time. It was fun. And I think the fondest memory was, it was in the winter one time, and I found a huge piece of ice, and it was about 1.5 inches thick, and I whipped it. This kid named Matt Coleman, he was a pretty cool guy. When he had pain, he laughed, so I tried to do something. I threw this piece of ice at him. I hit him in the head, right dead center in the head. You could hear it break in half, and he's just laying on the ground laughing. And I thought that was pretty funny. These are my pets. I don't have all of them up there, but that's my new dog that I got, Baxter, and that's my cat, Maya. And that was my uncle's dog, Angel, but she was like my dog. She died this past November, but I wanted to put her in here because she was my favorite animal in my family. I miss her. My schooling, I went to a preschool called Cuddle Corners Preschool, which I got kicked out of. Byron, I've been to Byron my whole life after kindergarten through 12th grade. My career, I wanted to be a chef. Chefs can make anywhere from as low as $20,000, depending on what restaurant you're working at, to in the 6 figures, so that's $100,000 and more. And I think that's a lot of money for just cooking food. And I love to cook food anyway, so I figured why not get a good job that pays some good money. Community service. I helped set up the Mom to Mom sale at the elementary this year, and past years, but I did this year too. And in the city of Lincoln Park, I recycled electronic equipment. The experience, people talked it up to be something bad. It really wasn't as bad as people said it was, but it is time consuming. But one thing I would say is don't procrastinate, because I was up till 3 last night with my mom doing it, and all up school I've been finishing up too. So yeah, don't procrastinate, because then it causes for more problems than what there really should be. My future plans, I plan to move in with my uncle in Lincoln Park and go to Wayne Community College for 2 years. And then after the 2 years, if everything goes well, I plan to transfer to the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. This is my vision board. I got some of my favorite bands up there. Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Rush, sweet bands, Bob Marley. City of Detroit, that's where I want to end up living one day. I want a family. I can't live without my own. I couldn't imagine not having one of my own. Pepsi. I love Pepsi. I have 11 cavities to prove it. I don't play guitar, but the sound of the guitar is just, I just love the guitar, and Dragon Ball Z is my favorite show ever. That's all I do is fight, and I love it. And there's a pit bull, that's what I want. I have one of those in my day. And that 1971 Mustang Mach 1 up there, that's a sweet car. Very still. Okay. My 3-word essay is let's get tropical. Now, if you've ever seen the movie Semi-Pro,
Yes.
Yes.
the point of the story really is that he's trying to get his team into from last place to 4th place, at least 4th place, so his team can then be into the NBA. Well, they always said let's get tropical, and they finally got to 4th place, but it seems like me. I've been struggling and struggling just to get to graduation, and I finally made it. Home to my mom. I don't want to cry in front of all you guys, but I'm going to. Mom, you have always been there for me through thick and thin. You have never given up, no matter how much I got on your nerves or gotten under your skin. I don't know where I would be without you. I'd be lost in this world without a clue. You picked me up when I was down. You picked me up from school when I was acting like the class clown. For everything that you have done for me, all the blood, sweat, and tears, you made it worth it for the past 18 years. As a mom, you were successful. As a son, I am disrespectful, and I regret that because every time I look behind me, you always have my back. I will always regret treating you bad because you're the caring mother and not the low-life dad. As I grow up and realize that life on my own is something that I will enjoy, just know that I will always be your first little baby boy. If while I'm reading this and tears are coming from my eyes, it's because I love you and that emotion I cannot hide inside. I love you, Mom, like no other. Thank you for being the world's best mom. Any questions? Oh, wait. Before I forget, I think I have a slide in here. My most inspirational teacher is Miss Cora. Ever since 7th grade, I started struggling, and she's always been there and in my corner and pushing me to do good, do great, and not give up, and look at where it's got me. Any questions? Steven.
Favorite high school moment, what was it?
What was that?
What was your favorite high school moment?
I think my favorite high school moment was when I kicked Miss Thiel's window out.
All right.
Brandon.
You just blew it. Right?
Because I was trying to see how high I can kick in the air, and I kicked the bottom window, and it slammed shut, and the force of it caused the center of the big one up top to break. Miss Trev.
Other than what you have put your mom through, which I think you very adequately expressed in your poem, what's your biggest regret about high school?
That's a very hard one because I have lots of them.
If you were to talk to your little brother, what would you say, do this differently?
Well, I can't say what I'd say to keep it school appropriate. I would say don't mess around. Don't get in trouble. Don't be stupid. Don't do stupid things like I did. Don't go up to your friends, flip them off in the hallway or swear in the classroom. Because where it's got me, it's got me in a lot of trouble, and it's got me almost to not graduate. And I just want you to make sure that you aren't doing the stupid things I am, and that you can be able to have a better high school time than I did.
And that's a good place to end it.